this vacation on May 7th, 2016, right after I'd gotten off of work. After taking a quick shower, Mary and I got in the car and motored our way up Interstate 5 towards the little town of Coalinga, California, about halfway between San Francisco and Glendale. The next morning we were up at the crack of dawn so we could get to San Francisco as soon as possible. Before long we were crossing the Bay Bridge into San Francisco itself. We drove across town to an area called the Sunset District and to Kim's place. From there we headed over to the Haight District and breakfast place called Kate's Kitchen. Kate's is a small place, and being how it was Sunday morning, the place was packed to the walls with people. Here's a picture of Kim and Marion studying the menu. This is what I got, a stack of cornbread, pancakes, and bacon. After breakfast, we decided to do a little walking around the Haight. It was a good excuse to chill out and get in touch with our inner hippie. I mean, Haight-Ashbury was ground zero for the hippie movement in the 60s. I love this sign. None of us were glitter bombed, so I guess we were behaving pretty well. As you can see, the Haight has some really great murals. My favorite window in all of San Francisco. I love the name of this record store. Here we are at 710 Ashbury, the Grateful Dead house. Built in 1890, the Dead lived in it from 1966 to 1968. Next up was a visit to the Mosaic Steps at 16th and Moraga. Here's a close-up to show the detail that went into the work. Some of the steps had little pictures on them, like this one of a picnic, complete with ants on the plate and even little ants on a slice of cheese. By then we were all pretty hungry, so we headed over to the Sunset District in a King of Thai noodle restaurant. We split an order of cashew nut chicken, garlic beef, and pad see ew. After that, we stopped by our motel, the Greenwich Inn, to check in. Then we went over to our favorite ice cream place, that's Anywhere, the ice cream bar, for some dessert. Located on Cole Street in the Haight, this place is always jamming with people. We were lucky to get seats. I can just about guarantee you, the best Sunday you'll get anywhere. After that, we dropped Kim off and headed back to room 41 of the Greenwich Inn to get a good night's sleep. The next morning we went to a place on Market called the Home Skillet. We'd never been there before and found it a pleasant surprise. Known for its quirky pancake combos, I got the banana and chocolate chip. It was delicious. This is a picture of the mural painted on the men's bathroom wall. It's a picture of the waitress squirting ketchup on a hamburger. After breakfast, we headed over to the Chinatown Gate at the corner of Bush and Grant Streets. The gate is a major tourist attraction and supposedly draws more visitors than the Golden Gate Bridge. And that's a hell of a lot of people. We did a little looking around that part of Chinatown, and that's where I saw these two pictures in a storefront window. Then it was off to North Beach to get a pastry and some coffee at Cafe Triste, our favorite coffee shop in San Francisco. Back in the 50s, the Beat generation used to meet here for lively discussions, so you never know what kind of entertainment will be seen here.
was a bread stasher all his life. He never got fat. He wound up with a used car, a 17-inch screen, and arthritis. Tamare is a drag, man. Tamare is a king-size bus. They cry, put down pot, don't think a lot. For what? Time, how much, and what to do with it. Sleep, man, and you might wake up digging the whole human race, giving itself 3 days to get out. Tomorrow is a drag, Pops. The future is a flake.
With that, we split Cafe Triste and headed down Columbus Avenue, passing by a City Light bookstore and Vesuvio Cafe. We stopped in front of Stinking Rose to check out their garlic menu. I love the fourth one from the bottom, Silence of the Lamb Shank with fava beans.
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
After that, we took a short walk down Jack Kerouac Alley to Chinatown. You can always tell you're in Chinatown by all the hanging red lanterns, or by the murals, or simply by the street signs. In San Francisco's Chinatown, you'll find lots and lots of souvenir stores and interesting buildings, selling lots and lots of interesting and different souvenirs. I sure wish I knew what the hell this was. Soon we found ourselves at Ross Alley. I only mention this because in the alley is the Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Factory, one of the few places where they still make fortune cookies by hand. There you have it, all on the wrists. Time for some lunch. So we headed across town to 4505 Burgers and Barbecue on the Visadero, where, as it advertised, you can pig in or pig out. We opted to pig out. Here's a shot of the outdoor eating area. Here's Marion and Kim waiting for the food. Here's a sausage sandwich I got for lunch. By chance, located a few blocks away was Alamo Square, where the San Francisco Painted Ladies are located. Also known as Postcard Row, it is one of the most photographed locations in the city. The term Painted Ladies is used for any Victorian or Edwardian house and building painted in 3 or more colors that enhance their architectural detail. These particular painted ladies were built around 1892 and 1896. Trust me when I say they don't make them like this anymore. Next, we drove over to and down Lombard Street, the crookedest street in the world. Here are some cars snaking their way down the street. 8 hairpin turns all within 1 block. A large crowd had gathered at the bottom of the street to watch the cars drive down. Say, isn't that a movie star behind those Foster Grants? Quarter of a turn from that spot and I'm looking at Telegraph Hill and the famous Coit Tower. Our last stop for the day was at Pier 39. This San Francisco tourist attraction is the home to all sorts of shops, restaurants, and other attractions. Here are a couple of signs that we saw in one of the stores that I thought were pretty funny. The famous merry-go-round on Pier 39. You can see the stairs going up. That's because this is a 2-story merry-go-round. And the big attraction at Pier 39, the noisy sea lions. While we were at Pier 39, we decided to get some French crepes for dinner. There's an art to making these crepes. Here's Marion enjoying her Nutella crepe. This is the end of part 1. After our crepe dinner, we all went home and went to Dreamland. It had been a busy day and promised to be even busier tomorrow.